Hello and welcome to Should I Play This? Today I'm going to take a look at Heroes of the Storm, which is a Blizzard game. And I'm going to play a game with my favorite dwarf, Muradin. Well, maybe he's not my favorite dwarf, maybe that's Tyrioun Lanister, my favorite cynical dwarf. But apart from that, Muradin is right up there. He has a great survivability. He has a trait called Second Wind that allows him to heal out of combat when he is not getting hit. And he also has a skill shot where he throws his hammer and it'll stun the enemy briefly, which is good for chasing down. And he also has a great initiator and escape from combat, where he jumps either to the enemy or away from the enemy if he's in trouble. That makes Muradin extremely hard to kill for the enemy. He also has an ultimate where he becomes this giant, Iron Giant, and he gets increased health, and his basic attack stuns. So it's by far one of my favorite tanks in the game. And you can escape a lot of situations if you just jump away. So I'm gonna look for a game here. So we'll be playing the Garden of Terror map. And this map, it has flowers that you have to pick up, and if you pick up enough of them, you will spawn the Garden Terror, and it'll fight for you. And one player goes over and controls it, and attacks the enemy base. If you collect enough seeds, all maps in Heroes of the Storm have special mechanics, which makes them a lot of fun to play. Heroes of the Storm is also a lot easier to play than most other MOBAs. If you look at the League of Legends and Dota, for example, there's no last hitting in Heroes of the Storm, and all experience is shared across your entire team. So one player is not going to have that big an impact as he would in Dota or League of Legends. If you're one really good player, you can probably carry an entire team by killing a lot of your opposing team. But you can't do that as much in this. This is more like a team-based MOBA, and you have to do the objectives in the map, and you have to play as a team, or you can lose very quickly if the other team gets ahead. It's also very important to get all the experience points if you fall behind. You can fall behind if you don't have a player in each lane very quickly, because you only get experience points if you have someone near where the creeps die. So I'm going to play a very defensive Muradin build. I'll start out by picking Infused Hammer, which will allow me to spam my skill shot a lot more, throwing the hammer, because it's mana intensive.
The battle begins shortly, Goonies. You had better be ready for this.
So I'm not very good at this, as you will see from this game.
Let's get it on.
But the game is fun, and I definitely think you should pick it up and try it if you have even the slightest interest in MOBAs.
10 seconds.
Right now, I think it costs some money to get into the beta. It's still in beta, but when it gets out of the beta, you'll be able to play it for free, and then you'll probably have to pay for the heroes. You can also save up in-game gold and buy the heroes with that. If you play a lot, you can slowly expand the base and pool of heroes that you have available to you. So I put some damage on the enemy here, just to make him go back and use that health basin in there, because it's on a cooldown.
Let's get it on.
So you know the mechanic with the bushes from League of Legends and Dota as well. You can hide in the bushes.
I'm coming
All of the towers have limited ammunition,
Heroes
so they can actually run dry.
in just a few moments. I hope you're ready.
Did that hero abandon the battle?
Welcome back, hero.
Now get back to work!
So that's me missing all my skill sets here.
Rise again!
So this is the mechanic on this map. So now it's night and we have to go kill the shamblers to get the seeds. And when we have enough seeds, the bar in the bottom right will fill up, and we get the garden terror that one of our team can control, and we can use that to attack the enemy base. If you ignore these objectives, you will surely lose in Heroes of the Storm. So yeah, use the jump aggressively, trying to block him off from running to the right. But he gets away anyway.
No mercy!
You possess a certain talent.
Defensively to get away before I get killed. This is why Muradin is so hard to kill. He has loads of health and you can just jump away. You can even stun someone and jump away then.
Choose a talent!
So I go drink from the health and mana basin. Here I'm gonna pick a third win, which increases the out of combat health generation for Muradin. And that lets me stay in the fight a lot longer. I don't have to go back to recover my health. I can just stay out of combat for a while. I think that is one of the things that makes Muradin so enjoyable to play, that you don't have to go back all the time. You can pretty much stay in the fight even with a half a health bar and do creeps or something. Got my first kill. So right now it's pretty even. They just leveled up, so now we're both at level 6. So the game is completely open at this point in time. If one team gets ahead with a couple of levels or 3 levels, it gets really hard. So you'll start losing the team fights. There are mercenary camps that you can attack and use. And if you kill the mercenaries, they will respawn and fight for you. You go into the lane against the enemy.
Let's do this.
And you have mouse in the Heroes of the Storm, which means that you can get around the map fairly quickly. So there's not a lot of downtime, you'll have some action all of the time. You'll be able to do something right from the start, and you'll have team fights right from the start. It's not like in League of Legends or Dota that you have to, creep your lane forever and build levels and build items, and then mid-game maybe the team fights start happening. In Heroes of the Storm the games are a lot shorter. Typically around maybe 15 minutes to 25 minutes, depending on how even the two teams are playing. And you have action through the entire game. And you're not severely punished for dying, as you are in Dota. So you're not gonna see don't die fucking noob in the chat as often. The community is a little bit less toxic because the punishment for dying is not as severe.
Let's get it on.
You're not gonna lose as a team because you die 3 times or something like that. You'll lose because you're not getting enough experience points out of the lanes and not playing as a team and not doing the map-based objectives.
The terror cannot wait long. Control its power.
So here we push mid lane.
Your terror lives. Go!
The second one kicks in and I start healing up again. I don't even have to go back. I'll change my mind and start to go back and provide backup for Garden Tower. But apparently I was the only one that had that idea, so it doesn't go too well. Yeah, it's definitely red. So depending on how far the game has progressed, the longer time it will take for you to respawn. So in the end game it will take you a long time to respawn, allowing the enemy team to push a lot if you get a wipe. So here I get the avatar, which is the ultimate ability from Muradin.
Let's crack some skulls.
Where he gains a lot of health and his basic attack stuns, and he becomes a large iron thing called avatar. Here we are clearing the mercenary camps, the fight cross, and these are the ranged mercenaries.
Let's crack some skulls.
You also gain experience, of course, from clearing the camp. So we're one level behind the enemy team.
We should capture this mercenary camp. Right on.
I see you survived another night.
So from here it just goes downhill. We end up losing by a lot with the enemy team, like 4 levels ahead or something like that. But definitely pick up Heroes of the Storm if you have any interest in the MOBA genre. And also if you don't like the severe punishments in Dota and LoL for not playing that great, this is much more lenient for beginners and players that might not be great at the game, because you're not going to have that big an impact. On the other hand, if you're an exceptional MOBA player and you play Heroes of the Storm, you might get a little bit bored because you're not going to have that impact on the game that you are used to from LoL and Dota. And it remains to be seen if there'll be like a competitive scene for this game. There probably will be, because it's a Blizzard game. But we'll see about that. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'll play this game to the end, and hopefully that will help you make a decision whether or not you want to try this game. And as I said, you can just wait until it's out of beta and you can play it for free, or you can decide to just buy it now for I think €30 or something like that, and then you can get in straight away and start building up your pool of heroes. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.
Some of this. That's more like it.
Choose a talent.
me at him.
Night falls in 30 seconds. Are you ready for some amusement? That. You have been outmatched. Has been destroyed.
Slay them and gather the seeds. Let's get it on.
Yes, that is enough. Soon the Garden Terror will be yours!
Let's do this.
The Terror awaits. Come, take its power. Do not delay. Your terror craves its feast. Excellent. March forth. Uproot your enemy's forts.
Let's crack some skulls.
We should attack here. The dawn has come here, and with it, my children must rest. Choose a talent. The enemy is attacking your camp. There goes your king. Your core is under attack. Excellent. Your enemy's terror is but a husk. You have fallen. The enemy is attacking your core.